Today, I choose to live. Do you remember that you have made a conscious decision to be born? Or is it more like suddenly you were just here? Suddenly you had a life? Did you really choose this? Well, I can't remember that I have chosen that. But next question. When was the last time you decided to live? In this episode, I will take you on an exploration which will hopefully bring you there to make the choice to live every single day for as long as you can. Because that is what you have for sure, a life. Do you think we often take it for granted? Now today, it's the perfect moment to remind ourselves that we could do a lot more to appreciate the life we have. Welcome guys, this is going to be good. Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Jelen, your time expert. Soon our adventure in Lapland will take an end. It's time to get back to inspire people live with my workshops and speeches. We had a fantastic creative time in the north, far away from civilization, with a small well or a fountain as the only water supply. Sitting in front of the fireplace to get warm, sometimes it was stormy, sometimes it was ice cold. And this year, the record temperature we had was minus 37 degrees Celsius. And the last time we were here, we experienced even minus 43 degrees. It's almost impossible to keep your feet and hands warm. When you take off your gloves, after about 30 seconds, the hands start to stiffen. It's really quite impressive though. And in the morning, when you get out of the house for the first time to go to the outdoor toilet, you see all the traces from all the animals who are for sure watching us. Small traces from mice, bigger traces from foxes, and the big ones from elks. And once, when we were out for a walk, we saw a trace which looked more like a wolf or maybe a lynx. But they are almost impossible to see. But I mean, just the thought, knowing that they are around, that is just fantastic. Let's start with our topic. But for this, I need to beam you into special scenery. Imagine you are in a place like we have experienced. You are in Lapland. It's evening. You prepare yourself a cup of tea. You put on your big winter jacket, which keeps you comfy and warm. Now you go outside. It's a very cold night. It's pitch black. Just the snow is reflecting and making the night brighter. You are standing underneath this endless big universe, and now you look up. And there are these northern lights dancing across the sky, and it takes your breath away. Imagine to see something you have never ever seen before, and on top of that, it's huge. It's so big and almost unreal that you feel like in a science fiction movie. There's this green light, like a curtain or a snake, whirling through the sky, and you can almost hear it. In the first moment, you feel tiny, but then, when you do realize that this is happening right now in your life, that is when you feel the gift of this life. That is when you understand that you are living in paradise. And that is when you are thankful for being alive. And that this is the only life you have to make something really remarkable out of it. Do we need the Northern Lights for this? No, I don't think so. But it's for sure an eye-opener. But now let me ask you, do you think that sometimes we are taking life just for granted? That it's normal, that it's there? Every single day we wake up and it's like, well, another day, so what? What if we would start a ritual every morning which could catapult you into a new mindset. I did it, and boy, this changed a lot. So I wonder if it will do the same with you, but for this, you need to try this out, and then you tell me if it works for you as well. One other thought before I get to the ritual. When you are around people who are diagnosed with a disease, you will soon understand and observe that they will do the best out of every single day. They take the choice to live as long as possible, and they take every day as a gift. And like this, they experience often the perfect days. Like taking it easy at work, chatting to colleagues, laughing around, going for a walk or sitting in the garden, having a good dinner with the loved ones or friends. Looking at all the small details, like examining the hands of your partner or observing your mom in the kitchen. They can hear the birds, they feel the wind on the face, and observing a snowflake falling down will suddenly be so special. Feeling the sun on your face will be a gentle touch, a feeling you will take with you when you go. They see a lot which we might ignore when we are healthy and take life for granted, because they are just so thankful to still be able to feel and see it. And they have this sparkle in their eyes when they are telling you from those moments. Now here comes my question. Why shouldn't the people who are healthy and fit live the life like this? If you start doing this, you will have a beautiful life. Sometimes there might be shitty days, of course, but the others, they are a freaking celebration. And you will have the urge to celebrate those moments. And that is life. And I think that is how it should be. A friend of mine once told me that I'm so easy to astonish. I remember walking with him in his garden, and every flower or vegetable I saw, I went like, oh wow, that is so beautiful. Oh no, look at this, isn't that amazing? And oh my God, bloody hell, is that wonderful? And yeah, he is right, I am very easy to astonish. But you know what? I love that. Because I see beauty all the time, and that is because of my morning ritual. Now I'll invite you to try to do this. When you wake up, you make a choice. You make the choice to live, to take this day as another gift. Because fact is, you don't know how many of them you still have. But if you wake up, then there is this day waiting for you. And now it is up to you how you want to experience this day. If you make the choice to truly live, your day will change. You will be grateful, you are going to be more aware about being alive, maybe you are going to be a bit nicer at work, maybe you will give your partner a longer hug when you say goodbye, or you will call a friend and tell her or him that you're so thankful for this friendship. Maybe you're going to take it easier, or maybe you decide to throw a big party. Maybe you're going to leave your dishwashing for another day. And by the way, in our kitchen, above the kitchen sink, there is this postcard I got from a lady with the quote, "The dirty dishes can wait, life cannot." Can you imagine how often I take this as an excuse? And my family looks at me and goes, "Really? We can't leave all of this for tomorrow?" And I go, "Of course I can. I'm the time expert." which makes everyone laugh, me as well, actually. Celebrate life. Celebrate the time we still have. Celebrate the moments. I think that is so much fun. And I think we could allow ourselves to have a little bit more fun in life, in general. Don't you suffer sometimes from the seriousness all around you? So come on, let's be the one who could infect others with this optimistic mindset. It's a bit rock and roll, and yes, that gives my everyday life a bit power and a good vibe. Some last words for this episode. A very positive side effect on the choice to live is the following. You can't say yes to life without starting to want to do something to help the earth to get better again. For just 1 second, imagine that earth how it looks like when it's healthy. The green forests, the deep blue oceans, the beautiful mountains, the wide impressive icebergs, the exotic jungles, the beaches, the sandy deserts, with all the animals living there. It's paradise, isn't it? In the moment you say yes to life, that is when you start to feel the responsibility to do something to save this planet. And it goes hand in hand, and that is great. And I'm sure that you will feel this. Now give yourself a few days. Every morning you make the choice to live. And you will see that this responsibility to take care of the earth will wake up as well. And this, my dear one out there, that is not just another meaningful life, it's also our obligation. It's the greatest gift to be able to stick around. No matter how old you are and if you are healthy or not, don't think about how old you want to get. This gives you a bizarre number and is counterproductive. Because if you choose to live, only that, then you won't die. And this might sound strange, but that is the feeling it gives you when you consciously decide to live, every single day. I make the choice to truly live. That is the phrase you could tell yourself every morning. And then there might be this feeling showing up to create something special, and that is worth living for. Now take care, my dear ones out there, and I thank you for being here. I am really, really very happy about this. Bye. By the way, I have a little question. Would you be okay with me if we start a mission together? Let's make this podcast go worldwide. Please understand that this is not for me. This is to create better lives all around us. And like this, we might be able to change the world to the better. I strongly believe in this, and I know it's a big vision, but I think we can get there. If there is anyone you know who could benefit just a little bit from the podcast, let's share it with these persons. And I would be happy to have you on board to change some lives to the better. Thank you very much.